in the region, funding journalist training and providing financial support for local media outlets. Disturbing new details have emerged from the Philippines as police search for a killer who murdered 3 people, including an Australian couple on holiday. Investigators say the unknown attacker was inside the couple's hotel room for 5 hours in the middle of the night, but are yet to work out a motive. 50 other students who were trapped. Police are investigating a stabbing in the Hunter Valley overnight after a 27-year-old man presented to Maitland Hospital with injuries. Police say the man had been stabbed at a car gathering at Pelham, Maine at the abandoned Hunter Economic Zone. He's in a stable condition. Hunter-based environmental activist group Rising Tide held a paddle out in Newcastle Harbour today. Almost 60 people took to the water in kayaks and homemade watercraft to train for future protest action. Police were on hand as coal ships continued to move in and out of the port. No arrests were made. It's a policy put forward by the federal opposition, but the nuclear debate is now front and centre ahead of September's local government elections. Today, the Greens gathered in the Hunter saying no to the proposal and presenting candidates.
Gathered in Singleton, the Greens have a simple message.
The Hunter does not want nuclear.
In June, the coalition released its energy policy, naming 7 sites across Australia where Peter Dutton promised to build nuclear power stations should they win the next election. Today, Greens Senator David Shoebridge spoke to Upper Hunter residents about environmental and cost concerns, pushing a different plan.
There is an exciting future for the Hunter post-coal, and that's through renewable energy, through storage, and also through reinvesting in tourism and agriculture and all those core industries.
Shadow Energy Minister Ted O'Brien says the coalition doesn't want coal mines to close early, but nuclear reactors should replace them. Now powering a local government debate, Singleton Greens candidate Louise Stokes says she doesn't want their waste in her backyard.
There are no solutions to nuclear. We absolutely need to follow through with renewables. We have the most sunshine on the planet.
Linda Nahn says Cessnock knows the need for a just transition.
In 2012, the Curry smelter closed and a couple of 100 jobs were lost and not replaced. We need to learn from that, and we have plans already for a transition.
While Campbell Knox doesn't want nuclear either, standing for Maitland, he wants more accountability.
The community doesn't actually know the plans for these spaces. These spaces that have been in the community's hands for years, like Walker, like the old hospital, like the Senior Citizen Centre, that the community has no idea what's happening, and the community right now is desperate for these spaces to be used to support them.
Tony Abragetti, NBN News.
Hunter MP Dan Repicoli has slammed the ongoing coal train protesters. He says the Hunter region will continue to export coal to the world and he wants demonstrators to consider the negative impacts their actions have on locals.
These people do not live in the Hunter. They are professional protesters. They do not care about anybody here in the Hunter. All they care about is their agenda. So, and my heart goes out to the poor operators of these trains and anyone working on the train lines as well.
Additional bus services are scheduled on the Hunter line each night until next Tuesday. Lake Macquarie is renowned for its boating lifestyle, but not everyone can afford the upkeep of a vessel. Now a new subscription-style service is helping more people hit the water.
Cruising Lake Macquarie on a sunny Saturday has become a much-loved ritual for the Wood family.
For any small family, is getting them off the iPads is key, and getting them to be active and out there in the community and growing up and learning how to swim.
I like going on the boat to the sand island because it's so fun, we get to swim.
The expense of maintaining a boat previously put them off. Enter the Freedom Boat Club, a subscription-style membership that lets them use different vessels for a monthly fee.
You can use the boat anywhere in the world, and there's certainly a lot of places in Australia that are Gold Coast, Brisbane, Sydney, and obviously beautiful Lake Macquarie. It's for all types of people, really. It's for new boaties coming in, it's for boaties, experienced boaties.
While $700 a month may be steep, the Wood family says it's more cost-effective than buying and housing a boat year-round.
The flexibility to be able to use 4 different types of boats and then also be able to use them in different locations is probably a big plus.
It's a concept that's taken off in the US and Europe as more people downsize their living space and build denser housing. Council projections show Lake Macquarie's northwest is set to grow by more than 30,000 people by 2041. The Freedom Boat Club says the subscription service provides an option to make the most of the lifestyle.
You don't need a raft of experience. We'll teach you how to use them. We'll show you places to go, and we'll give you a few little secrets along the way.
Montana Claire, NBN News.
Quick look at the weather now, and it's starting to cool down across the Hunter, down to 7 degrees overnight at Lake Macquarie, 12 the low at Newcastle, topping out at 17, down to 7 degrees at Cessnock, 17 the top at Singleton after a low of 8 degrees overnight, ranging between 7 and 16 at Scone. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, Joe Biden's campaign war chest facing a hit following that disastrous press conference. 2 men seriously injured and their attacker on the run following a stabbing near Byron Bay. And preparations for an air show take a terrible turn in Poland.
When a cold disturbs your family's sleep, Vicks Vapor Rub relieves cough, nasal congestion, headaches and muscle aches. They sleep, you sleep. Vicks Vapor Rub relieves 4 cough and cold symptoms.
The Amart half-yearly sale is on now. Save big with up to 50% off a huge range of furniture, including lounges, living and dining. Don't wait. Visit Amart in-store or online today. Prime Day is coming, 16 to 21 July. With 6 days of epic deals exclusively for Prime members, you'll feel like a big deal. Prime Day, 16 to 21 July.
Australia's fresh food partner. From the creators of the 2021 and 2022 Drive Car of the Year, the Kia EV9, this year's Drive and World Car of the Year.
Kia, movement that inspires. Building a responsibly sourced future, so we can all come back for seconds. An eye for good. Bird's eye.
Did you know that most garage doors don't lock when they shut? So you could protect your garage with one of these. Or you could just get a B&D garage door, because when a B&D door is shut, it can be locked shut. Is your garage as safe as can B&D?
Could you have been better off with an industry super fund? To find out, compare for yourself at industrysuper.com.
How'd you do it? I compared the pair.
The Nick Scully winter sale is on now with up to 50% off selected designer furniture. Save up to 50% at the winter sale.
You can do magic.
On now at Nick Scully. Get ready for the games and upgrade your TV now at Harvey Norman with bonus local delivery and installation on selected TVs. Plus, bonus installation on selected soundbars purchased with the TV. All the big brands, LG, Samsung, Sony, TCL, Hisense and more. From 65-inch to a massive 100-inch super king-size TV. Plus bonus installation on a huge range of soundbars to pair with your TV. Upgrade now to receive bonus local delivery and installation and get ready for the games at Harvey Norman.
Go!
President Joe Biden is standing firm against Democrat calls to end his re-election bid, defending his verbal stumbles. But now, crucial campaign cash could be drying up as new multi-employer bargaining laws. Coming up next, how homeless French residents are helping Australia's Olympic team. The itinerary details for the King's Australia trip, and the Mid-North Coast plays its part in a hair-raising world record attempt.
This Despicable Me 4 has landed at Macca's. Try our banana desserts range for despicable grown-ups and a Happy Meal for your little minions. Despicable Me 4, only in cinemas.
The Nick Scully winter sale is on now with up to 50% off selected designer furniture. Save up to 50% at the winter sale.
You can do magic.
On now at Nick Scully.
We're in the land of the birds now.
Okay, Nature Boy, what's that bird then?
It's a male finch. They give seeds to females in a bonding ritual.
Vaping addiction can creep up on you, and it can be hard to resist its pull. Vaping, are you really choosing anymore?
Give up for good. Find tools and support to quit.
Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Your humble hatchback, Pierre, had a horn with a pop-pop sound. Pierre looked like a roller skate, drove like a dream. When you farewelled your old life, Pierre was there. A car doesn't have to move fast to move you. If it's precious to you, protect it with us. GIO, protect precious.
There are some things in life you might regret, and there are some things you don't. Pay the same price at every Honda centre in your state or territory. Plus get 5 scheduled services for $199 each as standard. You don't regret a Honda.
Trailblazers, wildcards, middle-hour maestros. No one dictates their dinner. Armed with nothing more than a trolley token, marching to the beat of their own wallets. They've got groceries in the bag. They're Aldi to the core. Aldi, good different.
The Plush sofa sale is on now with up to 40% off selected leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 40% off at the Plush sofa sale on now. 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think sofas, think Plush.
Decking out Australian athletes in Olympic uniforms is a huge logistical operation, and now our team has received some special assistance in Paris. Out of work and homeless, French residents have been hired to help in a boost for both locals and the competitors.
Deep in the heart of Paris is a gym which has been transformed into a makeshift warehouse.
Well, thrill seekers from all over the world are uniting to take a leap of faith on the inaugural World Skydiving Day. Seeking to secure a world record, the Mid-North Coast played its part among 430 tandem jumps registered in Australia.
It's the ultimate adrenaline rush. Jumping out of a plane at nearly 15,000 feet.
It was unreal. Very good. Yeah. It's pretty scary jumping out. Yeah. Probably the best bit of it.
A hair-raising feat made all the more special, with each one part of a new world record attempt for the most skydives completed in a single day.
When I was booking for this one, I saw it pop up on Facebook and I thought, oh yeah, I may as well do it on that day. So yeah, booked in a couple of months ago and here we are.
It's just a little bit of extra layer of excitement, I think, and it just helps us remind us of who we are and what we're doing.
While numbers in coughs were down,
It was freezing cold. I thought my face was going to fall off. It was It was so cold.
locals contributed 6 to the tally.
Awesome. Pretty good, actually. Yeah. Really good. Yeah. Saw some whales and it was really good.
And And they weren't alone, with jumps across 33 Australian sites and associations in America, Britain, Canada and New Zealand all taking part in the historic event. Once all the jumps have been completed, the Australian Parachute Federation will submit proof to their US counterparts, who will coordinate the verification process.
Everyone that jumps will receive a world record certificate.
And of course, they already have sky-high hopes for next year.
It'll be exciting to set ourselves a challenge this year and see if we can better it next time.
Because for these instructors, there's nothing better than their day jobs.
It's just the freedom, and I think it's living in the moment. Like, it just takes away everything else other than what you're actually doing, and it's just exhilarating.
Britt Ramsey, NBN News.
Looks fun, but you couldn't pay me enough to do that. Sophie Scanlon joins us now for sport. Sophie, the Wallabies, they're looking to go back-to-back against Wales.
Tyson, there's been good signs for Australia under new coach Joe Schmidt, and we'll have a preview of that clash next. Also ahead, Bradman's test. Will the centre's hamstring be ready for the Origin decider? Time to step up Anthony Seibold's challenge to Luke Brooks, plus a birthday boy and two veteran stars as the Swans fire back to form.
Create stories for life on a scenic, truly all-inclusive, ultra-luxury France River cruise. Book now and enjoy economy flights included. And receive a bonus luxury hotel night.
Get into the Good Guys and don't miss these deals. Get 20% off a huge range of Toshiba TVs. This higher front load washer only $6.98. This Ninja air fryer only $2.29. Plus over $100 off this LG soundbar. Don't miss these deals and more at the Good Guys.
You're invited to Aveo's free open home events to get a sneak peek of the lifestyle you can enjoy. Come along with family and friends to explore all our communities have to offer and find out if retirement living will suit you. Take the step and RSVP for Aveo open home event today.
It's the best decision we've ever made.
My property portfolio is protected by Terry Shear. I wouldn't trust anyone else.
As a first-time investor, Terry Shear provides the security I need. With Terry Shear, we're more comfortable about our investment property.
Landlord insurance for just $1.50 or less per day. Get a quote, call Terry Shear or go online.
Take back control of your cost of living, call Sunboost. For a smart, secure solar investment, call Sunboost. To partner with Australia's largest and most popular solar retailer, call Sunboost. Ease financial pressures today with the leading 6.6 kilowatt premium solar system held to a discounted $36.91 with potential lifetime returns over $50,000. Don't wait while bills continue to rise. Take action today. Limited extension July only.
You've paid enough for power. Call 1300 Sunboost today.
Women don't want you to be kind. They want you to control them.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
What do you think? I'm not good enough for you? You don't want to fucking there.
James, is everything alright?
Yeah, it's nothing.
You're definitely alright. Do you know what's influencing your kids? Learn the hidden trends of disrespect before they lead to violence. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Tyler Childers, the Mule Pool Tour, touring Australia and New Zealand February 2025. Get tickets from Live Nation.
Move quick. You don't want to miss these great deals at 40 Winks.
Any size mattress is the price of a single right now at 40 Winks. Plus, earn double Qantas points. Hurry, limited time only. Exclusions and T's and C's apply.
Bradman Best has passed the test. His injured hamstring given the all-clear for Wednesday's Origin decider. Best will line up alongside firebrand Spencer Leniu, who's revealed the teammate that'll help him keep his cool in front of the packed Suncorp Stadium.
The Mudgee Dragons, with the team playing as Queensland today, the entire Maguire family is on hand as Bradman Best stepped it up a level. Today was D-Day as far as the media was concerned for Best, but the Blues have always been confident they're Latrell Mitchell due. And when he started to fight, he looked great.
Do you lose
without Latrell being in the side?
Obviously, you lose a lot without Latrell. He's got that experience, he's a big game player, and can ice those big moments. But, mate, to have Bradman step in, I think, we're pretty blessed.
A bit of a beast, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a freaking animal. Seeing like his arms and his physique and that, I'm like, I need to start training a bit more.
Spencer is the Blues X Factor. They're beast off the bench. Today, he revealed, it was his old Panthers leader and bench buddy, Isaiah Yeo, who gets the best out of him.
I've had Yeo as my captain in the last 4 years, and there's something about Yeo. He just once he sort of gives me that look, I sort of just calm down, and I'm just grateful that I got him by my side again, and whenever he gives me that look, I see.
Yeo commands respect.
Scary look, or is it just watch yourself, Spencer?
No, it's sort of just a look like he's sort of someone you don't want to let down. You know, going to war with him for the last 4 years, you see how much work he puts in.
Lenu is dangerous all the time, no more so than on the kickoff.
You sort of thrive on those moments, sort of settles the nerves as well. Sort of just close your eyes, run as fast as you can, and just hope for the best.
There's a thought that collisions after kickoff are too dangerous.
A lot of people who want to ban them aren't front rowers, so I think if anyone's going to ban them, you should ask some of the front rowers, and maybe if we get like a front row committee or something like that, and then we can make the decision.
In the Blue Mountains, Danny Weidler, NBN News.
The Eels are up against it on the Gold Coast, the Titans scoring the first 3 tries, all inside the first 20 minutes to take an 18-0 lead. Parramatta did manage to pull a try back after half an hour, the score 18-6 at half-time. The Knights' Dylan Lucas has shown his versatility as a player, and in the community he's also having a widespread impact. His unsung efforts even earning him a Ken Stevens Medal nomination.
He's a player whose presence is felt on field, and Dylan Lucas has also earned an off-field reputation for all the right reasons, visiting hospitals, taking part in the school blitz, and empowering Indigenous youth.
It's very special. Being an Indigenous man, that's something that I hold very close to my heart, and then just trying to give back to the community. They do so much for us.
Lucas taking inspiration from last year's Knights nominee.
Jacob's massive for the community. He does a lot of stuff over there at the hospital, and not just that, just wherever he can help out, he's the same. He's always trying to help.
He does such good work in the community. I think it's obviously a good representation of himself and his family, and I'm very happy for him.
Their minds, though, aren't on the Ken Stevens medal, focused on cracking into the top 8. To do that, they'll have to overcome the Seagulls at Brookvale tomorrow afternoon, with a side that looks very different to last week's winning team, due to Origin call-ups.
We're very lucky that we've got Fletcher as our number 2 behind KP, and he'll slot straight back in, and the way he played before KP came back was, he saved his houses.
The competition is very tight this year. All games have been competitive, and I think that's really good for the game. It's a very competitive brand of footy, and I feel like the fans love it, and we love being out there and playing in those gritty games.
Tom Trbojevic times in the centres for the Seagulls was short-lived, returning to fullback against the Knights tomorrow afternoon. Turbo will skip a Manly for the first time as he and Luke Brooks look to cover the losses of their Origin leaders.
Baker pairing certainly did that. Braden Trindle and Daniel Atkinson orchestrating a 58-6 demolition of the Tigers.
We're ready for anything tonight, and there's been a lot of stuff in the last couple of weeks to like about what we're doing.
The only concern, Will Kennedy, facing a 1 to 2 game ban for this contact with referee Adam G. The sore and sorry Tigers remain anchored to the bottom, angry and apologetic.
Just got to apologise to our fans. When you take the field, you got to choose the right attitude, and tonight they ran harder and tackled way harder than us.
Captain Appy Coruscant typified their night, controversially sin-binned. Then adding injury to insult, leaving the field with a calf concern. Tom Marriott, NBN News.
The Wallabies are looking to make it 2 from 2 to begin the Joe Schmidt era when they face Wales in the second test in Melbourne tonight. Nick McArdle and Morgan Turanui have the latest from Amy Park.
Yeah, a lot of excitement in the lead up to this second test here in Melbourne. Morgan Turinui, good performance from the Wallabies first outing of the year. What do you want to see second time out?
Yeah, more of the same. How good was it last week to see the win? I just think natural improvement, settled team, a little bit more clinical around their options when they want to score some points, but also detail at the ruck, which will set up their attack.
It is a really settled team. Only one change personnel-wise to the starting 15. So Liam Wright, the skipper, goes out with a shoulder injury. Charlie Cale comes in. His run-on debut, a lot of excitement around that.
Yeah, excitement machine in Super Rugby as well. Can he transfer it to Test Rugby? I think when we've seen guys like Liam Wright last week out in the wider channels, I actually think the way Joe Schmidt wants the Wallabies to play will suit him perfectly down to a T. I predict that Charlie Cale will be an immediate success at Test footy.
The Wallabies, they're looking for some momentum under Joe Schmidt. They get the opportunity tonight to go 2 from 2 to begin 2024.
The Swans have snapped their 2-game losing streak in style, thrashing North Melbourne by 79 points at the SCG. Logan McDonald and Tom Papley both kicked 4 goals, Papley's haul coming on his 28th birthday. Veterans Callum Mills and Luke Parker also hit the scoreboard, playing their first matches of the season. The 138-59 win ensures Sydney will remain at least 2 wins clear on top of the ladder. After the break, deja vu at Wimbledon. Djokovic and Alcaraz get a rematch. And a legend born, adopted Novocastrian Jessica Hull in form just in time for the Olympics.
Ducks, hot water, built stronger to last longer. Made in Australia for over 100 years, Ducks hot water systems are built stronger to last longer. Ducks.com.au. Ducks.
At the heart of every Palm Lake resort is its country club. These award-winning world-class facilities boast an impressive range of sporting and social amenities. Our dedicated wellness precincts provide ample opportunities for you to focus on your health. We have our awe-inspiring resort pool perfectly positioned for relaxation. New homes now selling. This is your time at Palm Lake Resort.
Take your hair care naturally from 0 to 100. Try herbal essences with 0 paraffins, parabens and colorants and 100% certified argan oil for naturally nourished hair.
Origin just got better because with Sportsbet's NRL Same Game Multi-Tracker, you can now track your Origin multi live, all in one place with Sportsbet.
Imagine what you could be buying instead.
No worries at all. You have a great day. 123.
Okay.
Me, Maddie and Merv have a competition every week to see who helped save a customer the most.
274. Lunch on you guys again.
We're not having those fancy burgers this time.
Awesome service is what U-shaped insurance is all about. UE. You insured.
It's what you've been waiting for. Everything you've come to expect from Honda and more. The all-powerful and reliable Honda Pioneer side-by-side range. See your Honda dealer today.
One of the people things about Light and Easy is you don't have to have the same program. I can have a shake, whereas the breakfast and the lunches work much better for Rob.
Discover an affordable option that's made for you at lighandeasy.com.au.
The Nick Scully Winter Sale is on now with up to 50% off selected designer furniture. Save up to 50% at the Winter Sale. You can do magic. On now at Nick Scully.
It's hard when you start to struggle at home. When you might need care at any hour. Not just when someone visits. For care that goes beyond your needs and supports the whole you and your independence, choose Glengara Care. It's not a room, it's an apartment home in a community. Glengara Care, your home with care.
This report brought to you by Ducks Hot Water. Built stronger to last longer. Made in Australia for over 100 years.
There'll be a first-time ladies Wimbledon champion crowned tonight when Barbara Krejcikova and Jasmine Paolini face off in the final. The men's final will be a rematch of last year's epic, defending champion Carlos Alcaraz defeating Daniil Medvedev in 4 sets to set up another clash with Novak Djokovic, who beat Lorenzo Musetti in 3. Adopted Novocastrian athletic star Jessica Hull seems to be peaking for Paris at just the right time. Hull broke the world record in the non-Olympic 2,000 metres at a Diamond League meeting in Monaco, her last race before the Games. She's a major medal chance in the 1500. It's going to be a Trans-Tasman showdown in the grand final weekend at the Sal GP as Australia chases a championship four-peat. The Central Coast Tom Slingsby has faith the Flying Roux can go the distance in San Francisco.
Separated by 15 points on top of the season 4 leaderboard, the Aussies have their sights set on the high-flying Kiwis.
The Kiwis and the Aussies have an amazing rivalry in every sport we do, and for sure it does sting a little more when you lose to the Kiwis, and I'm sure they'll say the same about us.
Despite the points, Team Australia can still secure the series win, with the championship boiling down to a winner-takes-all showdown on Sunday. Out of contention for the title, Lake Macquarie sailor Nathan Outteridge is at the helm of Team Switzerland. He's been at almost every Sail GP event since the competition's inception, but he's now facing an unknown future.
Nothing really lined up for next season, so I've made the decision to buy a cruising boat with my family and go cruising for a year, and I'll be watching very closely next season, and hopefully in the future I can be back driving a boat.
Racing gets underway tomorrow morning at 7:30.
Lambton returned to the winner's circle in the NPL today, beating Charlestown at 2-1. 1-1 at the break, Nathan Verity headed home the winner for the Jaffers in the 71st minute. It's a big hit for Azuri's top 4 chances, with Broadmeadow and Edgeworth also recording victories. Maitland has held on to top spot on Newcastle Rugby League's ladder, edging out Central in a 2-point thriller today. There was movement at the other end of the table, with the Northern Hawks leapfrogging Curry Wyong. Wyong was too strong for the Scorpions, and the Lions held their nerve to record a 38 to 18-point win over Lakes.
South second on the table and full of strike power.
Howard cut out ball, and Lions are in the corner.
Reeve Howard putting on the moves for Ladies' Day.
Howard's in open space. He's got Van Darnell one way, he's got Mitch Black the other. He goes Mitch Black's way. Mitch Black will score.
The fullback's fingerprints over everything early.
Reeve Howard is putting on a show this afternoon.
Sam Clune gifting Howard a try to go with his 3 assists.
He'll give it on to that man, you know who.
The one-way traffic ending with a head-on collision.
Oh, bone rattler.
The hit kicking Lakes United into gear.
Intercept try, scores for Lakes, got them on the board before the half-time break.
3 tries in 9 minutes, the goals were in full flight and 4 points behind their hosts.
Short ball, James Johnson. Too good.
Their momentum stolen by Travis Peterson.
Fucking Ricky, can he get in? No, he can't.
Gifted a try, but Souths were made to work for the win.
Frank Nuasala has been sin-binned.
The Lions just as sharp with 12 men.
Harry Van Darnell. He can cut hair and he can cut through the line.
The result there after about 20 minutes where they blew us off the park was good, but we need to be better.
Jack Howard, NBN News.
The pressure was on in Lake Macquarie today, with New South Wales country coaches putting players through their final paces before October's Australian Rugby Shield. 39-player men's, women's and Colts training squads were selected following the country championships in June. They will now be trimmed to 26 following today's hit out. Some tough decisions to be made there.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sophie. Stay with us after the break. Starting to cool down across the Hunter. Just how cold will it get? We'll have all the weather details next.
Pushing back your bills, families cutting corners, delaying car services, even avoiding the vet.
Feels like you're drowning.
A current affair next.
Here he is, little Logan. You wouldn't guess he's had an earache an hour ago, would you? A quick trip to the doctor and a dose of children's Panadol. Now look at him. Watch out, Mum. Go, Logan. Help them back to their awesome best with children's Panadol.
Create stories for life with Scenic as you explore the historic and romantic waterways of France and Portugal. Explore the wonders of Portugal with its vibrant culture, local flavours and the breathtaking Douro Valley. Discover the enchanting chateaux in beautiful Bordeaux, historic sites of Normandy in the north and gastronomic delights of the south of France. Be immersed in Europe on the most all-inclusive ultra-luxury river cruise, Scenic in a class of its own. Book now to secure economy flights included.
Muscle mass peaks around 30 and declines around 1% per year. This accelerates in our 70s, making it harder to maintain your strength and be as mobile as you'd like to be. That's why Bioglan created Muscle Protect HMB. HMB is backed by science to help maintain muscle mass as you age by reducing protein breakdown in the muscles. To stay stronger and active, I recommend Bioglan Muscle Protect HMB.
Refinance your home loan with Greater Bank and you could get up to $2,500 cash back. Switch today and start saving with a great low interest rate and up to $2,500 cash back. Call now or visit greater.com.au/cashback.
We're in the land of the birds now.
Okay, Nature Boy, what's that bird then?
It's a male finch. They give seeds to females in a bonding ritual.
The Plush sofa sale is on now with up to 40% off selected leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 40% off at the Plush sofa sale on now. 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think sofas, think Plush.
I am so happy and so glad I went to the Good Feet store. I tell everybody I meet about these inserts in my shoes and how they've changed my life.
See for yourself with a free personalised arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Well, the winter chill is starting to set in with temperatures dipping across parts of New South Wales as an icy blast makes its way north. Take a look at the satellites, and a deepening low off the Tasman is behind the intense weather. It's bringing strong winds and big seas, and it's also pushing a cold air mass up from the south. Tomorrow it's said to be a chilly one across Victoria and parts of New South Wales, and we could see snow on the Alps as well. Showers are also likely, mainly around southern parts, but they will become more widespread later in the week. Still some sunshine across the Hunter, but gee, it was fresh, especially in the valley, down to 4.6 degrees at Merriwa overnight. 12 degrees are low at Nobbies, topping out at 17, down to 7 degrees. Overnight, topping out at 18, 19, the top at Maitland. Tomorrow, get set for another cold one. Overnight temps in the single digits right across the region, struggling to get into the high teens throughout the day. 18 at Newcastle, down to 7 degrees overnight. Wallsend down to 5 degrees. Cessnock will reach 3 degrees overnight, topping out at 17. Muswellbrook 4 degrees expected and a range of 16. Coastal waters information now. Conditions, they are rough offshore, seas 2 metres with a 4 metre swell off the Hunter coast. The sun is up at 6:53. It'll set at 5:05. The morning high at 1:21. The afternoon high at 2:30. Take a look at what's in store for the week ahead for Newcastle, and it's going to be a cool one, that's for sure. Down to 7 overnight for the next few mornings. Topping out at 17. We should see some showers likely middle of the week, up to 3 mils expected, but it's going to be a fresh one. Scone even colder, those overnight temps dipping down to 3 degrees for the next few mornings, topping out at 12 degrees on Tuesday. 15 the top expected on a Friday. Gosford, much the same. It's set to be a cold one. And that's our bulletin for this Saturday. Be sure to join us tomorrow night for the first episode of a brand new series of NBN News Rewind. From all of us here, good night.